Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible online? Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible online? Am I audible? Nagireddy, very good. Yes, good evening, Praveen. Yes, good evening, guys. Good evening, Nikhil. Yes, good evening, guys. Good evening, Ashok. So yesterday we completed Run Media, right? We have one more directory called MNT. MNT slash MNT. MNT contain nothing. Slash ROOT is a home directory for root user. Okay. Slash MNT is a empty directory. We doesn't have anything inside the directory. It's a empty. Okay. Empty directory. Why we need to use this empty directory? Slash MNT contain nothing. Okay. To create the mount point for any partition, we are going to use MNT. What is the use of MNT? To create the mount point for any partition, right? To create mount point, for any partition, right, guys? To create mount point for any partition. Mount point means drive letter, right, guys? We doesn't have the drive letters into Linux operating system, right? So if you create the partition, then we need to store the data inside the partition. We should have the drive letter, then only we can able to store the data. So how we'll have the drive letter in Windows? Like the same way, we are trying to creating one mount point in Linux with the help of MNT. So simply you can say it will act like as a one drive letter, right? With the help of MNT, we are going to create the mount point. Assume this. Yes, guys. Enti. Late in the. So slash MNT is an empty directory. It doesn't have anything. With the help of MNT, we are going to create the mount point for any partition in Linux. Right. Next slash lib lib. Lib contain library files. Library files means in Windows we'll have DLL files, right? So to run the operating system, few files should run in background. Then only we can able to utilize the operating system. Like the same way, coming to Linux, we have library files and shareable objects. Lib contain library files, guys. Lib contain library files. So clear. Temp contain TMP, temporary files. Very good. And we have sys directory, system related information. SRV directory will have service related information will have. Okay. Temp contain temporary files. Right, guys? So I hope you got it. Clear? So temporary files will have inside the temp directory. Guys, what is the difference between old operating system hierarchy and new operating system hierarchy in the sense? From 7.0 onwards, they introduced to us few symbolic links. Symbolic links means shortcuts. Got it, guys? So from 7.0 onwards, they introduced to us few symbolic links. What is the use of shortcut? Yes, guys. Why we need to create the shortcut? In 7.0 onwards, we have few symbolic links. Bin, it's linked to USR bin. Got it, guys? Bin, it's linked to USR bin. As bin, it's linked to USR as bin. Lib, it's linked to USR lib, and lib 64-bit, it's linked to USR lib 64. Right? Lib 64-bit, it's linked to USR lib 64. I hope you got it, guys. Those 4 symbolic links will have into 7.0 onwards, right? So from 7.0 onwards, they introduced to us those symbolic links in file system hierarchy. So what is the use of shortcut? Symbolic link means shortcut. What is the use of shortcut, guys? For example, you try to installing one game into your laptop, right? Unfortunately, you didn't get the shortcut on top of the desktop, right? How we need to play the game? We need to open my computer. Inside the my computer will have the C drive. Inside the C drive will have program files. Inside the program files will have the game folder. Inside the game folder will have the game.exe. We need to double click on top of game.exe. Then we are going to get the game, right? Really, for playing the game, this much of process it's required, guys. Instead of doing this much of process, if you create the shortcut on top of the desktop, so just switch on the machine. On top of the desktop, we'll have the shortcut. Just we are going to click the shortcut and we can able to play the game, right? We are reducing our work. We are trying to accessing the resources quickly with the help of the shortcut, like the same way here also. So you can say it's one kind of backup also. So bin, it linked to the USR bin. As bin, it's linked to the USR lib. As bin, sorry. As bin, it's linked to the USR as bin. Lib, it's linked to the USR lib. And lib 64, it's linked to the USR lib 64. Right? Now I will show you practically from where we need to get, right, in our operating system, how we need to interact with our operating system. Everything we are going to discuss from now onwards. So from now onwards, we are doing practical session. I hope you got it, guys. How to install the operating system and file system hierarchy. So file system hierarchy is a very, very important. So while you try to installing few softwares, we should know by default where it will locate, right? Then only we can able to identify, then only we can able to work with them. Yes, no. Because of that reason, we are learning this file system hierarchy. 10 to 20% Linux depends upon file system hierarchy itself only. Right, guys? Right. So let's see here. Yesterday, we installed the operating system, right? Yesterday, day before yesterday, I think, right? So day before yesterday, we installed operating system into virtual machine, right? This is our VMware workstation. This is our VMware workstation. So click S. Click S. Okay, guys. So let's see here. This is our operating system. Guys, how we need to switch on the operating system, how we need to work with our operating system, now we'll discuss, right? So let's see, guys, here. Power on this virtual machine, right? See here, we'll have the option called power on this virtual machine. You need to click this power on this virtual machine, maximize this for field. Okay. We need to select first option, then hit enter, right? We need to select first option, then hit enter. Then it's booting now. So finally, we are going to get the login screen. Then we need to use user account to log in into our operating system. Okay. ఆన్లైన్ లో వాళ్ళకు కూడా చెప్పాలా? ఏం చెప్పాలా? అందరికి ఒకటే చెప్తున్నా. సారీ భాష. I'm teaching for both the peoples at a time. Same stuff we are discussing here. We doesn't have any difference between online and offline here. Okay. We are unable to come again, power on man. Open, double click on top of the Shiva. What you are doing, I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to close again and I will switch on again. See guys, yesterday we installed, day before yesterday we installed server operating system, right? Server virtual machine. Double click on top of the virtual machine. Then you'll have the power on this virtual machine. You need to click on top of the power on virtual machine. Guys, please focus on it. Online. Use headphones. Don't use mobiles. So sit properly in front of the laptop. Right? So Hari, I have given the information clearly to you. If you're asking like this question, I'm not going to give the answer. So clearly what I said, if you need videos, if you need any kind of link, please try to communicate to the management. Clear? So let's see guys here. This is our operating system. We got a login screen, right? Then let's see here. We created one user called student. Now we are trying to log in into student user. So double click on top of the student username. Then it will ask the password. Then we need to provide the password. Don't ask me what kind of password we need to provide. You should give while you are installing the operating system at the time. Right guys? Student user, then student user's password. Now we are into our operating system. Got it guys? So this is our RHEL 7.0 operating system, right? Now we need to interact with our operating system. How to interact? So generally, I hope you know very well about Windows, right? Most of the people, they have the Windows operating system into their laptops, right? So clear guys? I hope you got it. So now in Windows, how you're going to execute the commands? Yes guys, how we are going to execute the commands in Windows? In Windows, you're going to execute the commands, right? How you're going to execute the commands in Windows? Very good, Vinay. So command prompt, we need to open cmd.exe. If you open the cmd.exe, you will get the one black screen. Then we have the prompt. In front of the prompt, we are going to execute the commands, right? Coming to Windows Server operating system, we have PowerShell. With the help of PowerShell, that is one interface to interact with our operating system. You can say it's a one virtual console. With the help of that virtual console, we are trying to interacting with the help of TUI mode, text user interface mode, with the help of commands. Like the same way, coming to Linux, we have terminal. We have terminal with the help of bash terminal. So we are going to execute the bash commands into bash terminal. So terminal is a one virtual console. Using this terminal, we are going to execute the commands. We are going to execute our task, right? So first of all, we need to learn how we need to open the terminal. Make a note. So go to applications. See here, we'll have application menu, right? So click applications and we have terminal. Click on top of the terminal, you are going to get the terminal. It's a very simple, guys. Go to applications in your operating system. You'll have the applications. Double click on top of the application and then click terminal. Simple, right? So open application, right? Then terminal, right? Excuse me, guys. So clear, guys. This is our terminal. So this is a way we can able to open the terminal. Applications and terminal. Got it, guys? We are going to get the terminal, right? So this is one way, guys, to open the terminal. Second way, right click on top of the terminal, right click on top of the desktop, not terminal, guys. Right click on top of the desktop, then open in terminal, right? So right click on top of the desktop or anywhere. It's not like this. You need to right click on top of the desktop. If you want, you can right click any location also. So you'll get the one option called open in terminal. Click open in terminal. You're going to get the terminal. Two different ways we'll have to open. Guys, we have one shortcut, Control Alt T. This Control Alt T shortcut, it won't work into 7.0 version. From 7.0 onwards, Control Alt T shortcut, it won't work. In older versions, we can, right? So let's see here. Anwar, first what I'm trying to teaching, focus on it. If you know about those all, please keep quiet. Got it? Firefox and everything we'll discuss later. First of all, focus on it, what we are trying to discussing. When word, so let's see, guys, here. RHEL 6.0, then 5.0, then 4.0, then 3.0, 2.0, right? It having the shortcut. If you want, you can use the shortcut in Ubuntu also. CTRL, Control plus Alt plus T to open the terminal. Right, guys. In RHEL 7.0 onwards, the shortcut, it won't work. Right. In RHEL 7, 8 and 9 version, the shortcut, it won't work. Right. So let's see here. I'm using Control Alt T. I'm unable to open the terminal here. Control Alt T, I'm unable to open here. Okay. Because here the shortcut, it got changed. So how we need to open the terminal in new versions? Windows key. You need to press Windows key from your keyboard, right? Plus type terminal, right? So you should use Windows key, type terminal, then hit enter. Right, guys? To open the terminal in new versions. So clear? Windows key plus type terminal, then hit enter. Then you are going to get the terminal. Let's see, guys, here. Guys, please focus on it. So you use Windows key, you are going to get like the search menu. See, guys, Windows key. I'm using Windows key. If you're using Windows key, you are going to get like the search menu. There you can type terminal, then hit enter. You are going to get the terminal. Got it, guys? So how to open? This is another way. Windows key, type terminal, then hit enter. TR also enough. First 3 letters also enough. So let's see here. Windows key, then type terminal, then hit enter. Got it, guys? How to open the terminal? So Windows key, then type terminal, then hit enter. Then you are going to get the terminal. Okay. Usually we should not call Windows key. We need to call super key. In Linux, what we need to call? we need to call super key, right? Instead of Windows key, in Linux terminology, we need to call super key, right guys? Super key, type terminal, then you are going to get the terminal, right? Super key, type terminal, then we are going to get the terminal. I hope you're clear, guys, how we need to open the terminal. So different ways will have according to your requirement. You can use any one way to open the terminal, one option to open the terminal, right? We need to zoom this font size. We are unable to see. It's a very small font, right? Yes, no. How to zoom? Zoom in. Let's see, guys, here. Control Shift plus. Control Shift plus. Control Shift plus. CTRL plus. Shift plus plus. CTRL plus. Shift plus. Guys. Shift plus. Excuse me, guys. Plus symbol. Zoom in, right? So Control Shift and plus zoom in, right guys? Control Shift plus zoom in. Control minus zoom out. Control minus zoom out, right guys? CTRL plus minus, don't give shift here, okay? Zoom out, right guys? Control Shift plus zoom in, control minus zoom out. Clear? I hope you're clear, guys, how we need to manage the terminal, right? How to open the terminal. So let's see here. CD forward slash. Forward slash represents top level directory. Inside this top level directory, what kind of directories will have? Now we are going to discuss. Don't bother about CD command. I will teach you. Okay. ls-l is a command to list out the directory content. Forward slash is a one directory. Inside the forward slash, we have bin, boot, dev, etc, home, lib, lib64, then media, mnt, opt, proc, root, run, sbin, srv, sys, system related information, and temp, usr, var. Everything we discussed yesterday. Okay. So inside the forward slash, we'll have those all the directories. See here, bin, it's linked to the usr bin, shortcut. Lib, it's linked to the usr lib, shortcut. Lib64, it's linked to the usr lib64. Sbin, it's linked to the usr sbin. I hope you're clear, guys. So I hope you're clear about file system hierarchy. Yes, no? Yes, guys. So clear? Good. Now I'm going to close this terminal. How to open the terminal? So applications and terminal, or otherwise double click, right click on top of the desktop terminal, or otherwise Windows key terminal. Okay. So Windows key and terminal, then hit enter, you're going to get the terminal. How to zoom? Control Shift plus. Control Shift plus to zoom in. Right guys. Control Shift plus zoom in. Control minus zoom out. Clear? Right. Inside the terminal, so what you're finding, tell me, what kind of content we have inside the terminal? This is called prompt, guys. This is called prompt. PROMPT. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? So prompt. So this is called prompt. Prompt providing some information to us. What kind of information this prompt it's providing, now we are going to discuss about prompt, right? This is bash prompt. We are going to execute the bash commands in front of the prompt, right guys? So let's see here how it is looking. It's looking student at the rate localhost tilde dollar, right guys? How it is looking now? It's okay, right guys? So how it's looking? Student at localhost, then what is this? This is tilde dollar, right? First field indicates username. We are logging into our operating system with the help of student user, right guys? We are logging into our operating system with the help of student user. Student user, he's at local host mission. Local host is a host name. First field username. So user, he's at localhost mission name, right? So tilde, TILD, tilde represent current user's home directory. Now, if you're giving the answer for offline, you have an offer. If you're giving the answer, I will give you chocolate on Monday. తెలుసు కదా నా సంగతి మీకు బాగా. ఇస్తానంటే ఇస్తా. Okay? Clear? What is tilde represents? Current user home directory. Current users home directory. What is current user home directory? You will tell. What is current user's home directory? You will tell. Current user's home directory. Anwar, half answer right, but I am unable to provide the chocolate for you. If you want, I will share you chocolate image. Okay? So clear? Offline. Very good. Nagireddy. /home/student. మీ ఇష్టం చాక్లెట్ పోయింది పోండి. So clear? /home/student is a home directory for student user. That's it now. Student user is a normal user. Normal user's home directory /home. Right? Inside the /home, automatically one directory it will be created with the student username. Right? So tilde represent current user's home directory, tilde value /home/student. I hope you got it, guys. So tilde value at present /home/student. So student user is a normal user. Dollar, it will indicates normal user. If we having dollar sign, right? So it will indicates this is a normal user. It having restricted access. I hope you got it, guys. Dollar indicates it's a normal user.